built this turn from your braking point all the way to the exit line so you know where you're going to be on the track. You pick the spot, not the inertia and the weight of the motorcycle and the speed at which you are traveling dictates the spot. You decide by building gradually to that point. It leaves you well set up into the next section, whether you're exiting into a turn or into another corner. And actually, Dave has some really excellent illustrations over here that talk about that. You want to do some of those?
Do it, Dave.
Do it, Dave. Come on it. Come on it. It's really good stuff. It shows you the significance of where the exit line is and how it changes where you end up.
Really kind of a graphic to kind of get your mind thinking about some of you have seen this problem. But I just want to get you to think about the importance of the exit line. When you look at this corner, what I want you to do is pick a line that you think would be the most optimum line through this corner. How many of you think it might be the blue line? Take the blue line. Nobody likes the blue line. How about the green line? You have one take. Nine. Red line?
Red, yeah.
Everybody likes the red line. Okay, now I want you just kind of lock onto that, and you're going to see what it's going to do. This is going to show you the importance of knowing where you're going, basically, which is the exit line. All you guys that chose didn't have any blue takers, but the red line. You're coming through this corner on the red line, and all of a sudden it makes a right-hand turn, but you didn't know it. You end up out here. What's wrong with that line?
A big correction there.
How many of you have been on the track, maybe today or some other time when you were in a place where you didn't really want to be? That's where you ended up right here, because you didn't know the track took a right-hand turn. Maybe it went left. Not too bad on the red line. Blue line probably would have been a little bit better selection. But if you don't know where the track is going, okay, you really don't know the way into the track. Your turn-in point, your clip point, your exit line. You've got to know where you're going to make up this part of the track and do it right. That's why the 6 steps kind of add to each other. Each one of them is hinged on the other one. You can't get the clip point right and the turning point wrong to make the exit point right. Or any of those combinations. It all has to work together. That's kind of my deal on the early exit line.
Yeah.
But if you don't know where the track is going, okay, you really don't know the way into the track. Your turn-in point, your clip point, your exit line. You've got to know where you're going to make up this part of the track and do it right. That's why the 6 steps kind of add to each other. Each one of them is hinged on the other one. You can't get the clip point right and the turning point wrong to make the exit point right. Or any of those combinations. It all has to work together. That's kind of my deal on the early exit line.
Yeah. And you can really see how understanding where you are on the track and memorizing the track, or at least remembering what corner it leads in. Does it lead into a straightaway? Does it lead into a left, a right? Is it a double apex corner? Try to keep your mind ahead of your motorcycle. If you can visualize where you're going to be in 5 or 10 seconds, you're going to be in great shape. You're going to be in a lot better shape than if you're trying to decide where you're going to be a half a second at a time. So try to keep your mind ahead of your motorcycle on the track. Think about what's coming up there on this section, like coming down into that bowl turn. It's coming out of 8 here. You know you're going to be coming downhill and back around, then you got this uphill drive here. If you're coming through 8 and you've already seen your way through 9 and 10, it's going to be a lot easier. You've already visualized your way through 9 and 10.
One other thing that kind of in the same, is you see the track like this.
Yeah.
Everybody see that little line? You don't see the track like this. One of the things that you almost have to train yourself to do is to always be looking here. You're right here, you're looking here to here. You're searching out the next place your eyes can see to go to, okay? If you're riding around watching the spots and the water puddles and the seams and everything's going to go by real fast and you can't deal with it, you'll end up in that spot on the track you didn't want to be in. What you want to do is train your eyes out there as far as you can and put these cones and points and put that map together a long time before you get there. That slows everything down so that your brain can deal with it. If you're having to deal with it like a video game that's going way too fast, it just doesn't work. You're going to end up in trouble.
Yeah, your mind just can't keep up with it. How many of you have found yourselves out there on the track looking, 60 or 80 feet in front of you? Yeah. It feels like you're just flying, doesn't it? And as when you pick your head up and you start looking like you see here, looking at, you're coming into this corner, but you're looking at this cone and this cone, does it slow down for you? I mean, it puts you in a place where your mind can process that information fast enough that when you get there, you already know, your muscle memory already knows what your body is supposed to do. Picking your head up and getting your eyes projected out and thinking about the track ahead of where you are right now really slows things down. The best racers in the world slow down the track by projecting ahead. They both look ahead and they visualize and see ahead in their minds where they're going to be.